shooting just to scare them off. He was shooting to kill. He was shooting for his targets.
And aiming at Jordan Davis.
The jury, the so-called thug music murder trial, has now been deliberating 2 hours and 11 minutes, and they appear to be working through dinner. Could they have a decision at any moment? Meanwhile, we are playing the final remarks by the prosecutor right before the jury got this case. Let's listen to prosecutor John Guy as he tries to bring it home and get a conviction.
He left the scene. He's got cell phones. His fiance has a cell phone. Why wouldn't he call the police? Isn't that the first thing someone would do if their life had really been threatened and they'd had to use deadly force? Shooting into a car with 4 human beings inside? Isn't that the first thing a person would do? 911 is 3 digits. That's why they make it that way. Isn't that the first thing someone would do? He never did. Ever. The defense attorney kept saying he didn't call the police until the next morning. No, he didn't call the police. The police called him at his house. He didn't call Ken Lescalay from the Department of Agriculture. He didn't say, Ken, I need to talk to you when I get home. He said, Rhonda's not feeling well. We can't go out tonight. He didn't call the police ever. Does that make sense? Members of the jury, this isn't a complicated case. And while the state of Florida versus Michael Dunn may go down as a horrific case, it'll never go down as a close one. Not only evidence that you have before you, real life evidence. All these exhibits and all that testimony, 27 people on behalf of the state of Florida. 204 exhibits. Why would his story have changed so many times? And I'm not going to go through them with you because Miss Wilson did. But why would it change? Why would it change what Jordan Davis had said? Why would any of those things change? Why would it change between the music was on when I pulled up to the music wasn't on when I pulled up? Think about it. Think about the progression of his account, of his story to law enforcement. And the letters. Compare the interview to the letters. It changes constantly. Why? The truth doesn't change, ever. It is what it is. Why does his keep changing? He wants to complain about the doctor who got down here and showed you, didn't tell you, she showed you how it happened. How his leg was up when he was leaning over. She showed you a picture of his liver. Because there was an angle through it. Like the bullet went through his chest. And the dowel rods came through the door. They didn't go through the door to the outside of the car. They went through the door to the inside of the car, where Jordan Davis was. She took you through every single gunshot. She did it with herself. She did it with the mannequin. She did it with the photographs. And she is the expert. We talked about the plastic from the door inside the car. It's not on the ground. They checked the ground. They found the little tiny fragments of metal that shattered from the bullets. They checked. No plastic. No glass. No nothing. Jordan Davis.
Wow. It is gut-wrenching. It is emotional. The jury deliberating now 2 hours and 17 minutes, working right through dinner. They could have a verdict any moment. On the other side, we're going to talk to live, a gentleman who was live in Florida, in Jacksonville right now. John Phillips, the attorney for the victim's family. What is the family of Jordan Davis going through right now as we wait for a decision on his killer? Stay right there.
You are familiar with 911, are you not?
Yes, I am.
3 digits, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't call the police, did you?
No, never did.
You called the pizza man.
Yeah.
The reason you didn't call the police is because you knew you had committed a crime.
No, sir.